Hello, what is up everyone? This is Vertical Academy and my name is Wada Mike. In this video we are going to solve the 2023 grade 12 internal mathematics paper 2. So if you're new to this channel, please make sure that you do subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any update, any videos that will be uploading to our channel. So without much further ado, we'll be able to answer question 1, or rather start from question 1. So this is section A, which has got 52 marks. So the first question says 1A, express 2 over 3m minus 2 minus 1 over 2m minus 3 as a single fraction in its lowest terms. So this is 3 marks. So make sure that when you're answering in the final exam, you've got to be very fast, but avoid to make mistakes. So the best way you can upload this one, first of all, you copy. So what you just do is you just draw this line and then you multiply this, but not necessarily multiplying them. Just kind of put them in the brackets like this. Okay. Now once you do that, you say this. Once it goes into there, you remain with this one. So you just kind of swap it. So this goes with the 2, meaning you multiply with the 2. And this one, 3m minus 2, goes with the 1 there. So you're going to have something like this. Then minus 1, open bracket, that one. Okay. So from there now, what you do is just now, you start multiplying 2 times 2m, just 4m minus 2 times negative 3, that is 6. And then this negative 1 multiplied by positive 3m, just negative 3m. Then negative 1 times negative 2, that is just plus 2. Then over this down the denominator, just keep going. So this is just 3m minus 2. Just retain the way it is. Then from there again, you put the like terms together. So 4m minus the 3m, then plus the 2, then minus the 6. So those that are variables, the m, we put them together. Then those that are numbers, you put them together. Then just bring down this 3m minus 2. And then now 2m minus 3. Okay. Then from there now, you just, I think this is the final step. So 4m minus 3m, you can think of just saying 4 minus 3, just 1. And then you bring back the m, so this will just be like, just sort of be m. And then positive 2 minus 6, so 6 is a bigger number, so you take the sign. Then you're just saying 2 minus 6, just 4. Okay, then over. Then this is just the one at the bottom, just retain it. Okay, so once you reach at this point, then you are done. Okay, that's how you can be able to solve this question. Okay, so let's move on to, so this was our question 1A. Okay, now let's move on and go to our B. Okay, so let's now go to our, now for B, this is a quadratic equation. So it says solve the equation 3x squared plus 13x minus 7 equals to 0. Giving your answers correct to 2 decimal places. So we are going to copy it, okay? So 3x squared plus 13x minus 7 equals to 0. Now what you do now is that you must be able to identify your A. So this is your A, and this is your B, and this is your C. Okay. Then once you do that, you use the formula. So x equals to negative b plus or minus. Okay. So this is b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay. Now once you do that, just a matter of now replacing. So negative b with the 13 there, so this will just be negative 13 plus or minus. Okay, then our b is 13 squared minus 4, then open bracket, your a is 3, so your a is that one, so 3, then your c is negative 7. Okay, then over your, at the bottom you have just your a is 3, so this will just be multiplied by 3. And then you keep on going, so this is going to be negative 13 plus or minus. Then this 13 squared is 169. Then this negative 4 times negative 7. First of all, you get a plus, okay? And you get your calculator now. So always use your calculator. So it's like negative 4 multiplied by negative 7. So you get 28. And then we know that there is a 3 there. So again, the same answer multiplied by 3, you get 84. So you get positive 84. And then over 6. And then from there now, we're going to say x is going to be negative 13 plus or minus. Now once you add, so I'm going to say 169 plus 84. So you're just doing this plus this. So you get 253. You get 253. So you have this. Then over 6. Now at this point now you can find the square root of 253. So you have to write the square root, okay? So all you have to do is just the same answer that is on your screen on your calculator, you just punch square root. Then you're going to get 15.905. So it's fine if you write all the numbers, okay? The entire numbers, I mean everything that. And then, so, but for me, I'll just get 15.905 or maybe 6 there, okay? So I'll just sort of just round off to the nearest, to 3 decimal places. So this is going to be 15.9, okay, 06, okay. Of course, it is not advisable to round off at this point, but you have to just make sure that you are careful in the final exam. Just copy the entire answer. And then from there now, what you do is you say negative 13 plus this answer. Okay. Okay, so for the sake of clarity, let me just copy everything. Okay. So just copy everything. The one you got the square root of 253. Let me just copy everything. then divide by 6. So what you have done is just to copy the entire square. Now you have seen that I've put a positive, a plus there, because there are two signs. There is a positive and negative. So we start with a positive and test what the answer is. So I'm going to punch just the way it is, negative 13 plus this. So I'm going to say negative 13. So where I'm punching for the negative is this button, okay? This button, okay? This button, okay? This one with a negative in the bracket, okay? So that's the one you should be using, okay? So negative 13 plus 15.9059 5973. So once you punch, you're going to get this number. Now don't delete the number. What you do is nowadays you have to divide by 6. So all you have to do now is divide by 6. And the answer you're going to get is just 0.484. Now, this is the final answer that we must be able to round off, okay? This is the one that we must be able to round off. Okay, so to 2 decimal place. So this will just be 0.48, okay? So 0.48, okay? So that is your answer. Now, this is the answer when we have chosen the positive sign there. So we are going to say OX is equal to negative 13 minus, now this time it is minus, same thing, 15.905, okay, 7373 divide by 6. Now once you do that, now you do the same thing that we did, okay? So just delete this by pressing this AC power button. So this is off, okay? So that you delete what is in the memory. So delete that one. So I'm going to punch negative 13, okay? Negative 13. It's now minus, okay? So the minus I'm using is this one after the positive here, this one, okay? So minus this number now. So this is 15.905 973. Okay, so I hope you are able to see. Okay, then you press equals, then you'll be able to get negative 28.90. Now after that, finally you divide by 6. You have to divide by 6. So your answer, so this is a division symbol there. So this one, okay, this one. So what you do is you divide by 6, then it will give you negative 4.82, okay? And you are done. Once you just do that, you have gotten the entire 5 marks. Okay, so that is how you can go about answering this question on as a quadratic equation. So these are the two values of x, okay? Now let's move on to, we are moving on to the question 2, okay? Now question 2 is about matrices. So if you are watching matrices for the first time, make sure you check out my videos. I have plenty of videos and matrices. So this question now says, given that matrix K is this 8, 8, 1, 9x, x, find A. So find the value of x for which the determinant of K is 2. So determinant, since you are using the letter K, you have just to say this determinant equals to major diagonal, meaning 8 times x, okay, 8 times x in brackets, then minus, then minor diagonal is b times c, which is 9x multiplied by 1. So it's very simple. Okay, now from there we know that the determinant, okay, the determinant is 2. So where there is this, you just say 2 is equal to, then 8 times x is just 8x minus 9x times 1, just 9x. Then from there you simplify this one. So 8x minus 9x. So just ignore the x, is just the same as we are just saying 8 minus 9, and this is just negative 1, which is just negative x. So this should just be negative x. Now the x should be positive, so what you do? You divide both sides by negative 1, negative 1. So the negative goes. So negative into a positive number 2, which is just the negative 2, then equals to x. So therefore, the value of x is negative 2. Okay. Now remember that the matrix that they gave you is this one, is 8, then 1, 9x, as well as x. So you can just kind of replace where there is x, you put negative 2. So this is just going to be 8, 1, and then this is going to be this, and then the x is going to be negative 2. So I'm just replacing to see the original matrix, the way it looked like. Okay, so this is going to be 8, 1, 8, 1. So 9 times negative 2 is negative 18, then negative 2. Okay, so this is the original matrix. Okay, now what is our second question? So this is our answer. Now the second question is, which is 2, okay, inverse. So when you're finding the inverse, all you have to do is you say the inverse of this matrix K, meaning it has to have a power negative 1. That is how we present an inverse expression. So equals, and then you say it's 1 over the determinant of that matrix. Then you open the bracket now. Okay. So within the bracket, there is just something that is going to change. Okay. Now, before we change, simplify, we know that we have actually evaluated the actual matrix looks like this. Okay. So before we change, let's just write the way it is. Okay, then what's going to happen is, we know that the determinant is 2, okay? And now this major diagonal, 8 and negative 2 entries, they are going to swap their places. So negative 2 will go where there is 8, and 8 will come where there is negative 2. So we have something like that. And then these negative 18 and 1, they are minor diagonals, so you have to change their signs. If it is negative, becomes positive. Okay, if it is positive, becomes negative. Okay, so from there now you can just simplify by multiplying. So this 1 over 2 multiplied by negative 2. So we are just doing like this, which is you just put over 1 upper, and then you say 1 times -2, just -2, then 2 times 1, just 2. And then you just say 2 into -2, just -1. So that's what you're just doing. So to finish it, so this is -1, half times that one. Then half times 18. So we're just saying half of 18 is what? Is 9. Okay? And half times -1 is just -half. Then half times 8, meaning half of 8 is just 4. So this is the inverse. This is the inverse of K matrix. Okay. So that's how you can go about answering the question on matrices, or rather on matrix. This one is question 2A. So thank you so much. So let's move on. So now our second, the following video will be about calculus. So if you are watching this video on calculus for the first time, so what I'll do is I'll copy this question 3. It says find the equation of the curve for which dy dx, okay, dy dx is equal to 12x to the power 3 minus 4x plus 5 at the point 0, -2. Okay. Now, when you look at this question, question 3A, calculus, okay? So it's something that we have done. If you want to understand more about calculus, I encourage you to go to my channel and just search for mathematics, and then, or just go for the playlist of mathematics and then calculus. So when you look at this one, dy dx, they have already given us the differentiated one. And now what you are looking for is to find the original equation the way it was before it was differentiated. So what you do is you have to integrate, okay? You have to integrate this 12x to the power 3 minus 4x plus 5. Now remember, they have also given us these one pair of the coordinate or the point. Okay. Now, when you're integrating, remember that you have indefinite and definite. So this one, and integration means that the power will increase by 1. So we are going to have 12. We are going to have 12x to the power 3 plus 1. Then again, divide by 3 plus 1. Okay. Then minus 4x to the power. So since there is no number there, there is 1 there. Okay, so it is 1 plus another 1. Divide by 1 plus 1, then plus. Now this one, which is just a constant, just add an x, okay, which is that. Now after you do that, then now you can simplify. It's going to be 12x to the power 4 over 4 minus 4x to the power 2 divided by 2, then plus 5x. Okay, so we know that 4 there is 1, 4 into 12 is just 3x to the power 4 minus 2 there is 1, 2 into 4 it's just 2x to the power 2 plus 5x. Now once you reach at this point, you are done. and then you add, since this is an indefinite, you add a constant c, which we call arbitrary c. Now, because we have the coordinates, the point, we can find c. Okay, we can find c. So we are going to say this coordinate that we have, then we know that x is 0 and y is -2. So what you do is you are going to now say that y equals to this, so equals to 3x to the power 4 minus 2x to the power 2 plus 5x plus c. Okay. Now you just have to now substitute. So where there is y, I'm going to put -2 equals to 3. And then where there is x, I'm going to put 0 to the power 4. Then this one, 0 to the power 2, plus this one, 0, substitute 0 plus c. Okay, then this is -2. Now everything here is just going to evaluate to 0. And then I'm just going to remain with c. So from there now I can conclude to say c is -2. Okay. Now once I find the c, all I have to now just plug in. Now where there is c, I'm going to put -2. So therefore the equation is going to be y is equal to 3x to the power 4 minus 2x to the power 2 plus 5x then minus 2. Okay, and this is the original equation that we are looking for, and this gives you 3 marks. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and this is how you can just go about it, answering question 3 on calculus. So if you have not understood, you can drop down your comment in the comment section, either on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you'll be watching me from. So thank you so much. Then now I'm going to move on to question 5. Question, is it 5? Okay. Okay, so we are now going to look at question 5. Okay, question 5. So when you look at question 5, it's they are talking about simplifying. Okay, so they are talking about simplification. Okay, so we copy the question. So this is 10 to the power 10p to the power 3. Okay, so the first thing to approach when you have a division sign there, or rather should I say mathematical operator is a division. So both this part and this part, they are fractions. So this second part should be flipped. So you just copy this one. Then once you flip this one, the sign changes to this. Then you're going to have this. Okay. And then from there now, what you can do is, we know first of all that you can just kind of exchange this 4m to the power 4n squared. Just you bring it where there is this, then this you bring there, just to kind of harmonize the letters. Okay, so we are going to have 4 this over 8 multiplied by, and then this 10 comes this side. So we are just trying to exchange the places. So that you understand what is going on. Then now from there, you can now see that 4 into 4, it's 1, 4 into 8, it's 2. Then we know that 4m to the power 4 divided by m to the power 4. So this kind of just goes out, okay, and then also this one goes out. So you're going to remain with just 1 over 2, and then multiply by this. And then from here, we know that this is p to the power 3 divided by p to the power 4. So this goes, it's 1, then this there remain with p, okay? And then we know that 5 here is just 2, then 5 here is just 5. And then we know that this q to the power 3 goes, so it's just 1 there. And then this q to the power 3 into this, you remain with just q. So we are just sort of remaining with 2 q over 5, okay, over 5p. And then from there now, what you have is just sort of more like this one can go there, it's 1, this one it's 1. So you just remain with q over 5p, okay? And this is the final answer, okay? So this is the final answer. So make sure that you counter check. Maybe if you have made a mistake, you can comment, sort of just some correction, okay? So otherwise, this is the answer. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so our second question is question 5. It's question 5b. Now this question 5b is simply a pseudocode, okay? So pseudocode. So it says start, enter, if, display, else, and if, display, as well as stop, okay? So the best way to understand this one, what I'm going to do is just to copy it, okay? I'm going to copy it, so start, then sort of enter, okay? Enter e comma s, and if s is less than e, then display error message. Display the error message, okay? And then Okay. Okay, so the best way you can answer this question is just like you map it maybe onto the other side. Okay, so we have to write this one in the same. Draw a corresponding flowchart for a pseudocode. Okay, so I'm just going to use a pencil for us to see what is happening. Okay, so what you just do is just map it. Okay, so I'm just going to use a pencil for simplicity. So start. So the key thing for the start is just this the oval sort of a shape. Okay, then you write the word start. Okay, you write the word start, then you put an arrow. Okay, so this one, enter S. So you have to know these shapes, the meaning of shapes, so that you know which one to draw at what point. Okay, you don't just have to draw anything. Okay, okay. So now when you are entering, okay, so like an input, so it's more of a rectangle, I mean a trapezium. Okay, so it's like this. So you just write what is there. So enter E comma S. So you enter E comma S. Then from there an arrow now. Okay, now this arrow, yeah, we are on this. Okay, so this is a condition. So when it comes to the condition, it is a decision. So whatever there is if, you just draw a diamond like. Okay, just draw like a diamond. Something that looks like that. Okay, and then you ask a question, you say, is, okay, you're saying is S less than E, okay? Okay, so is S less than E, okay? So you pose a question. Okay. Then after you do that, on the edges now, you put the arrow, okay? Then you say, you write the word yes. Then down there, you write no. So now is S less than E? If it is yes, okay, you have to display an error message. So you have to display an error message. So this is going to be a trapezium where we are outputting something, okay? So you're going to say display error message. So display error message. So display the error message. Okay, so now what you can see is display error message. So you put in quotes, okay, error message. Now is S less than E? No. Then if you say no, then we come to this, okay? We have to enter. So a sort of a rectangle of a diagram, okay? So you have to enter now a new variable. So you're going to say probability is equal to E divided by S. Okay. So probability equals to E divided by S. Now once you enter this, then the last part is just the so display probability. So where you're displaying or entering something, okay, it is always a trapezium. It is always a trapezium, okay. It is always a trapezium. So this trapezium, just going to say display probability. So display probability. Now the last part is just now where you say after you display, what you do now, you stop. So a stop has the same shape as the start. So you just sort of repeat the same thing. So just like an oval shape, okay? And then you write the word stop. Okay, so that's all you have to understand, okay? And this is very simple. All you have to do is practice. So thank you so much. This is Radco Academy. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, like, as well as share this video to your families, to your relatives, as well as to your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next part of this question, which will be about the part B, section B. Okay.